Yeah. Yeah.
We're live.
We're live.
It's
here.
happening.
Yeah, put your shit away, John. Put that away. Put that thing away. Invitational day.
This is it.
Big stakes. Big stakes. Round one, Carmel on Yawgmoth, Isaiah on 4-color rhinos. Who you like?
No. I don't know. I haven't seen this particular match yet, so I'm not sure exactly.
Yeah, nobody has. That's the brilliant thing about
who's favored here.
You guys are good to go. Did that do anything?
Should have.
Did they hear me?
You guys are good whenever.
Yeah, I didn't hear it on yours. It's turning me off. Okay.
All right.
When I see them start doing something, I will start a clock.
They're flipping cards. So yeah, I think I don't know. I don't know.
It's hard to know.
The combo deck can just get there, but it usually doesn't play out for the combo most of the time.
Carmel starts with a basic that could not look worse on this playmat.
Right.
It just blends right in.
Yeah.
What is that a picture? Is that from the new unset?
Yeah.
Or the
it's
space?
The new unset. Yeah. Oh yeah, we were joined in the booth by our good friend Eli Bennington.
How's it going?
It is going.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold the thing up in case somebody wants to tune in.
I did already. Look at that. There we go.
Probably not.
We got 2 viewers. Hey.
We're one of them.
Right. I mean, that's true. That's true. All right. So pretty standard start from Yawg. Got the bird down. Got the grist down. Getting that train rolling. There's a end of turn fetching here. Gonna see probably nothing. I mean, he might.
Yeah, he's probably not doing anything here.
Not on this turn. On his turn, he might.
That's a pretty
fire?
quick start for Carmel.
Yeah, it's about as quick as you could hope for. I mean, you are playing a shit ton of mana dork, so you should be playing turn 3s on turn 2 pretty fucking consistently.
Some things line up pretty well for Carmel. Like, I'm thinking about specifically Wall Roots being a no-5.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have to use it for mana, it blocks a rhino pretty well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think he could just get over the rhinos. All right, Leyline Binding.
He also has Fire Ice to clean up...
These derpy guys, yeah.
I'm familiar with the rhinos. What's Yawgmoth's play?
So Yawgmoth is actually, Dustin can pull it up. We have the capacity. We have the technology. Yawgmoth is a 2/4 human that has protection from humans. He says that you can pay your life, sacrifice a creature, put a -1/-1 counter on a creature, and draw a card. And then he also says pay 2 black, discard a card to proliferate. That basically never happens.
Sure.
So basically what the deck does is has 2 undying creatures, and then you just bounce between the undying creatures.
Gotcha.
And just keep it going, and it plays either Blood Artist or plays some other like Soul Sister type card to offset the loss of life, so you can do it infinitely and draw your deck.
Okay.
And then it has Geralf's Messenger in there for infinite kill.
Sure.
Most of the time,
it's
it kind of
typical toolboxy green black combo deck.
Yeah, playing 4 cards. 4 Carcos too, or I'll take a look at the list.
What's the one that they used to do with the chick that be like if you give something a -1 counter, you don't.
Oh, Malira.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. Only the combo gives you card advantage while you're doing it. So
yeah.
Okay. Right on.
And he is playing.
And this is the play we talked about. So Isaiah in a spot where he should be able to clean this up and then hopefully make some rhinos on his turn to get a little pressure on here. All right, Carmel in response going to tap the birds for mana and draw a card with his Horizon land. And I do see, in Isaiah's hand, I do see that he does have a Cascader. I don't know if he has a 3rd land.
Yeah, he is stuck.
It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, I can let Carmel get back in this thing and start running away. A lot of the time, this deck doesn't really operate at, like, it doesn't kill with a combo a lot of the time. It just beats down with dudes.
Sure.
More often than not.
Schaefer JP19, Carmel without red is wrong. I don't know, man. He's been getting some wins with this deck.
Yeah, he's put a lot of work on playing this deck. He's gotten...
It does look wrong. I will
Right.
agree with that.
Yeah. All right, here's another grist.
Land. Uh-oh. He's fucked.
Yeah, it's not good. Not good.
This was not a keepable hand.
Another landline binding. At some point, well...
What is the...
Trio.
Okay, so he's...
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's a trio, I believe.
He does have a force of negation up, so if Carmel tries to do some Coco shenanigans on his turn, he will have an answer.
Yeah, I just checked. I assumed he played some Cocos, but it looks like he just has chords. Just chords and Eldritch.
Here's a good opportunity.
Had.
He gets to force this.
Yep. Undying trigger still happens.
Yeah, it still happens. He has to sacrifice it as part of the cost there.
No
I heard
search,
some conversation last night about whether or not the artifact that does basically the same thing as that.
Birthing Pod.
Yeah, birthing pod. Whether or not that should be unbanned. And like, I think that's the one cool thing about it is when birthing pod is in play, you don't have to worry about somebody like countering this. Like it's a better version of that card.
Sure. Well, it's also just a
So
constant.
it just slots right into this deck.
Yeah. It would definitely help the deck a lot. I do think it is. We agreed in the podcast about the bannings that was probably one of the more safe cards to unban. If there was any.
Yeah, and I think that's the key is there, like, it's not really safe to unban anything. I mean,
yeah, not really right now.
Really.
Yeah, and we saw very clearly why a lot of things are perfectly okay to be banned and to stay banned last night. All right, so getting some beatdowns. Oh, man, he's getting some beatdowns to the Dryad Arbor? Oh, shit.
Well, let's just use all these.
Yeah. Hopefully Carmel doesn't beside you one of them and give Isaiah his land.
Yeah.
We saw that happen last night, too.
Yeah, I think he's less likely to do that knowing that Isaiah's missing lands.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't think Carmel would do that.
Isaiah's getting to a point where if this goes on too much longer...
He's super
like
bad.
it might just... man, he keeps drawing free spells is the thing.
Right. Yeah, and that's where Modern is now so
Considering
weird.
just throw, like, main phase Fire Ice something to draw an extra card. I don't hate it.
Yeah.
But I think instead maybe he's just going to fire and kill a couple of these things.
I probably would have killed the Arbor relatively quickly.
Now I'm kind of into icing this thing because it has haste, right?
Yeah, it has haste.
He just needs the land drop so hard right now.
Yeah, he does. I think, nope, he's going to go ahead and fire.
Well, maybe he doesn't want to draw lands.
Yeah, he's probably banking on
I guess
his
he is
comeback.
at 6, so his life total is a real concern.
Yeah. Well, it stopped the same amount of damage in that turn, so I probably personally would have went for the draw.
Yeah.
But there's nothing wrong with taking...
Not dead next turn. Though.
Yeah. And it takes him...
Oh, and he got his land.
Takes him off on land as well, so now he's going to be able to do what he needs to do here. Instant speed, violent outburst, get the rhinos. Let's see what Carmel is working with here. Just a bird and Urborg, so nothing fancy. There's a fetch. Good thing he's not playing against something with burn. And gonna make some rhinos. He's gonna block this thing with one of said rhinos. So much shuffling. They just banned one of the companion cards because of because of the shuffling.
Yeah, that's Yorion.
Yeah,
it's one of those little bits of magic I've kept up with his banning and stuff.
It didn't really do much. It just means that now people aren't playing 80 card decks, but the format didn't. It didn't shake anything up. Not really.
Yeah. The biggest theory I saw, since it's a weird reason to ban a card, was that it's actually because of how expensive Yorion decks were.
Right.
Because there were 20 cards larger, they averaged,
Right.
like $500 more.
Yeah, because of the, I mean, I suppose probably because of the land.
Wizards will never say that they ban anything because of money or not
Yeah,
ban something
yeah.
or re-rent,
Right. All right, so he's got rhinos. Blocked thing came back. Carmel's working with not a whole lot. Let's take a look at Isaiah's hand. He's got Tef, Solitude, and Omnath.
Pretty good.
You care about the Tef? It's probably efficient to just take care of the Tef. Or get the Tef down.
Yeah.
So you can still...
Not to.
Solitude, instant speed. Oh, gonna pass the Leyline Binding. Give him his dude back.
Don't hate that.
Yeah, he's got blockers now, so that's perfectly fine. He's got action with Solitude. Did not get into another land like he wanted to. That's a shitty draw.
I was kind of hard on this Leyline Binding card, and I still do think that it is, an inevitable house of cards, but the fact that you can bounce it with your Teferi for some value has come up quite a few times.
It's a solid card. My stance on it was just that it was being forced in too many decks, and that was my issue with it. Like, it's a solid card.
Mixed Mana Base is trash, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times we've seen somebody have a handful of them and basically them being 1 mana, but them not having multiple white sources, so it's just worthless.
Mm.
Birds! In this deck, I gotta say, man, like, when it's doing its thing, it looks amazing, and then sometimes it just plays a bunch of
Dorks.
mana dorks,
Yeah,
and it looks shitty.
Yeah, get in for...
yeah, that's a damage, though.
Yeah, that's a clock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That has to be handled at some point.
He'll handle it next turn with his little O-ring.
You might have to Solitude it. He's got to get this Omnath down. No, if he gets a land,
he's in really good shape.
Yeah, he's just probably going to win.
No.
How about a Fury? Can I interest you in a Fury?
Yeah.
Nothing to pitch, I think.
Yeah,
Nothing to pitch is less good.
nothing to pitch. Nothing to pitch.
Okay.
Oh, that's awkward.
That's a little awkward. He is now dead to any noble.
Yeah, which is an issue for sure. It's getting dicey for Isaiah here.
I don't think you can attack here, can you?
No, I wouldn't. Just on the off chance of what he can draw. Let's take a look at what Carmel draws.
You're already dead to so many things. It's
just
trash.
land.
It is trash.
Carmel is just getting stuck on terrible draws here.
Yeah.
Fucking get in for one with your bird.
Yeah, fetch land would just put Isaiah in such a good spot.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's all he needs. As soon as he gets a fetch, he is just... This is over.
He's at 1 health, though.
Yeah, well, so...
I'll bring it up.
Does he heal you? I know he does, like...
Which one is
some
No,
he
because
brings
of
stuff.
creation. He does a bajillion things. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
Yeah, you gain 4 life when you play a land.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and if it's a fetch, he'll gain four life.
Yeah,
and then when he
cycle.
fetches, he gets Wooburg mana, which will let him play the Fury and just mop up the board and then just run away with this thing.
Yeah, I knew he made mana. I knew he did damage. I
Yeah.
did not remember that he...
So he's
He
got a
draws a
couple
card and gains
options.
life. This card's fucking obnoxious.
He can kill one of the bird that's coming at him this turn. He also has a backup with the Solitude, and he can also try to gamble and maybe play Teferi minus and try to hit a land.
Yeah. Yeah, he definitely has options. He can Leyline Binding too. He's definitely got some plays here. And Carmel has a Walrus. Oh, man. Yeah, it is definitely the downside of playing a mana dork heavy deck is you get into these situations where you just draw lands and mana dorks and you're not progressing your plan at all.
Yeah, you don't get your one source of card draw.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't have really any card draw, just some card searching and selection. Carmel got to play Wall of Roots. It was amazing. Yep. Leyline Binding the Noble. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, that's just a heads up play. At
least and
not dead. Not
if he as soon as he hits a fetch, man, this is just over. Oh, Carmen has another non-lane card in hand. Thought he was just working with lands. Yep. All right. Isaiah draws a.
It's not a fetch, but it does gain him 4 life.
There we go. He's in definitely good shape now.
And now I kind of like playing. You could Teferi bounce. He's already got Teferi. He could spend this Teferi to bounce, and then play another one, bounce again.
Right.
And kind of get farther into his deck.
I definitely like bouncing the. I would go ahead and make some shit happen now that he's in a better position. I'd bounce the wall.
I'd be trying to get a red card to pair with this Fury.
He's just gonna plus and be patient.
Yeah, maybe he just wants to hardcast a Fury next turn.
Yeah, I mean that's a super safe play for sure. You familiar with Fury? It's Pyrokinesis on a 3/3 double strike.
Okay. Yeah. I remember it was one of the new elementals. It's like free to play.
Yeah.
But it is exiled or...
Yeah, if you evoke it, you can evoke it by exiling a card out of your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pyrokinesis on a 3/3 double strike. Pretty good. Alright, well... Yep. I think he is definitely gonna do whatever the hell he wants to now. This has definitely swung to his favor.
No reason not to, yeah.
Murderize Carmela's board. Carmela's still just working with lands in hand, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Swing in for, 8. Next turn, it's going to be even worse. Alright, and another wall of roots. Man, he can block rhinos for days, I guess. I think it's not looking good here.
For Carmel?
Yeah, no.
It's amazing how much Omnath turns a game
Oh, dude,
around.
it just does it. Like it's crazy. It's frustrating as shit. Because that's exactly how it happens. You get somebody down to so low and just right there within range, and then just nope. I'm gonna do whatever I want now. Just gonna go ahead and win this game from this one card. Yeah, that is fucking obnoxious. 4 life every turn. It's crazy. Carmel though will not he will not yield.
No, I mean, he might be able to do something.
I mean he's not dead. So if he hits Yawgmoth, there's one of those bindings. No, they're both on a grist and one's on a noble, so still needs another undying creature if he draws into Yawgmoth. But yeah, and with Isaiah just having Solitudes, and I'm sure Carmel knows full well that Isaiah is just sitting on a Solitude. He's got to by this point, so.
I mean, he's probably hoping not.
I mean, he's hoping not, but I'm sure he's preparing for the worst. If I play against these deck, I'm assuming that by this far in the game, and I haven't seen a Solitude, they've probably got a Solitude. Rawr. You sir dead. Yep, picking it up.
Exactly.
Alright, let's go to some hands here. So what do we think Carmel is bringing in?
Well, if only we had a deck list.
We do. We do right here. Chalice, Thoughtseize, Veil, Outland Liberator, Torok. Probably Torok, that makes sense. Unlicensed Hearse, Endurance, Magus, Force,
probably
Vigor,
Thoughtseize.
Baloth. Yeah, Thoughtseizes make sense.
Turok, I could see.
Yeah.
I think that Veil of Summer is a trap here. I don't think you want it in this matchup.
Right.
But I think a lot of people would bring it in.
Right. Oh, Chalice. He's definitely bringing
Chalice
the
of the
Chalices
Void,
for sure.
Chalice, obviously. That's the
auto.
no-brainer.
Yeah. So he's going with Chalice, Magus,
Mages of the Moon, definitely.
a Force of Vigor.
I can see that.
What's the Force of Vigor going to hit?
The Chalice.
Oh, right. Yeah.
That is the one thing about playing these Cascade decks. You're sideboarding for your opponent's sideboard, and that's where it gets tricky.
Right.
It's kind of one of the reasons I like Brazen Borrower in these decks. It just gives you a lot of play against, the unsuspected thing.
Right. So Isaiah brings in the Borrowers. Pretty standard bring-ins here. No, Tim's playing the same thing as Isaiah.
Tim is?
Yeah. Yep. Looks like pretty much the same thing. Maybe a little variation here or there, but most likely not.
Isaiah's older brother, Paul, is playing my Living End deck. And he wants to play against Tim and Isaiah because I don't think that this deck can beat Living End.
It's got a main board to fairies.
Yeah. Teferi will come down the turn after you Living End and bounce one of your things.
Yeah.
And then die. Probably not. They'll probably just kill you.
I would think so. Yeah, I keep hearing talk that the instant speed cascade card is too good. It's just, I don't see it. It lets these decks be a thing, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it's fine.
Yeah, it's not like Cascade's overwhelming the format.
It's solid. The new cards from the last couple of years have definitely given these Cascade decks a super strong foothold in the format, but, I mean, they're...
I think it's just like modern players. Whatever deck they're not playing, they want something from
Right.
their competition band.
Sure. That happens a lot. I mean, especially people get stuck in the mode of playing, one thing specifically, and everything has the thing that predates on it, and so, yeah, ban the thing that fucks my day up. I understand the frustration. Most of my shit loses to Tron. Well, loses to Ugin, specifically.
There are always outliers, man. I mean, I was one win shy of making day 2 in Columbus, and round 1, I lost to Primetime with Living End, and that's a matchup that I'd never lost before.
Right.
So, I mean, it happens. It happens,
For sure.
Sometimes the cards flip kind of funny.
Alright. He's like, I'm not gonna cut your shit. Carmelo says, but I will yours. Carmelo rocking his Invitational champion, Matt. Yeah, you got the first Invitational, didn't you? Yeah.
Yes, he did.
The OG Invitational champion here.
This is the 5th, I believe.
This is the 5th, yep. 'Tis the 5th.
Which means we've been doing this for over a year now.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's fun. Feels good. There we go. Yawgmoth, Force of Vigor, shitty ass Dryad Arbor. Alright, Isaiah's got a Cascader, Force Negation, There's too many damn artworks on things, I
I'm
swear.
sure it's
Yeah, I
obvious,
can't
but I'm
tell
trying
what
to
it
think of what Carmel's Force of Vigor is for. Surely it's not to kill Shardless Agent.
Oh, that's when I mentioned it when they were sideboarding. I saw him bring it in. I couldn't. I'm not sure.
No, I know why Isaiah would bring it in, but
Oh yeah, Isaiah for sure. But I'm not sure what the plan is for Carmel.
I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't know.
Is he assuming that our?
He's assuming some kind of graveyard hate. He's probably assuming some kind of graveyard hate.
Yeah, it is not there.
Yeah.
Isaiah doesn't have any artifact in his deck.
Yeah.
So or enchantment. Is it artifact or enchantment or just artifact?
It's artifact or enchantment.
Are there enchantments? Bindings. Duh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. That actually makes a lot of sense.
I was blanking on that.
That's just a 2-for-1 then.
Yeah. For the bindings.
Potentially.
Duh, guys. Been watching the shop expand. There's a little stupid arrow. Get out of here, arrow. Whoop, wrong mouse. There we go. Spend for the games and invitationals has been crazy. Yeah, it's been crazy over here. Yeah, I appreciate the fact that you've been watching it.
Yeah.
And
Appreciate the support.
We appreciate your caring. Alright. Yawgmoth down. Isaiah led with
some land.
Yeah, that's one of the Capenna lands.
I would agree.
Because you can tell by the frame. I still much prefer the alternate border, not full art, or alternate art but not full art lands for that cycle. Because the full art ones just look like charms. They don't even look like a landscape. They just look like something on a card. Much the same. So they did the space-themed shocks in the unset. I hate the stomping ground because it looks like fucking Stone Rain. It doesn't look like.
Oh, it does. Yeah, I've noticed that.
There's a planet in the background, but in the very forefront of the artwork is just meteors falling. And I get it. You know, I understand the flavor, but it looks like a spell, not a land.
Yeah, it's kind of got like the falling stardust kind of look of the OG Stone Rain.
Getting in for 3. Good aggressive start.
Yeah, this is a fast start.
Yep. I want to see what's in his hand. See what he's setting up. Okay, he's got the pieces this time, and he's got a Magus, and that's pretty good.
Is he 1 mana short? He needs a land.
Well, he can't cast the Magus. That's awkward.
You guys are going to have to excuse my coughing. I'm coming off of a gnarly head cold.
Hey, look. That's always nice when that happens.
Not COVID. I've been tested multiple times. I knew it wasn't. My wife was certain.
I'm not a huge fan of the Magus. Okay, well, there's that, but that's probably going to die. I don't know how much I like bringing in an off-color sideboard card when the only way you have to make that mana is 1 mana dork in your deck.
That is a little weird.
I mean, if this thing doesn't die, he's going to get his payoff, but...
I mean, it's, hey, Schaefer JP19. There's your red.
Right? Boom.
On flavor.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah. Carmel
Carmel's on the sideboard. He's like, well, everything gets red.
Alright, let's see if Isaiah cares. You got the binding. He's not going to be able to... Well, is there a basic planes in Isaiah's deck? Because that's what he's going to need to answer that thing with the binding. Did he have a Fire Ice? No, just Omnath. Plains. Yep, 1 plains for Isaiah. So if he needs to... Okay. What is Carmel holding up?
I think he actually needs a forest more.
He's holding up a Seiju. I mean, he's someone to...
He's fetching like a person who's not expecting a Blood Moon effect, which makes sense.
Yeah.
Right.
Why would you?
And Beseiju bounces permanents? Right?
It blows up an artifact, enchantment, or land, and then they get to search for a land with a basic land type.
Okay.
I don't think it actually hits basic. I think it's non-basic lands.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, again.
Which could be relevant, I guess.
Yep. Alright, there's a fire ice. Now he is perfectly safe from this Magus.
Which I don't know if he was ever not safe.
Well, I mean,
maybe.
He was... It would have been awkward. He would have had to get a basic cleanse to be able to cast a Leyline Binding because that was the only interaction he had in his hand at the time.
Now, are we just in the same spot we were at last game where Omnath comes down and Carmel... I mean, Carmel still does have combo.
Yeah, he's got the shit in hand.
Yeah.
So he's got a... I like that he...
Does Isaiah have any way to break up the combo at instant speed right now?
I don't think he has Solitude. After he puts his deck down, we'll take a look. He's got the Leyline Binding, but he can't cast it right now. So yeah, it is all systems go for Carmel. All he's got is Fire Ice that he also can't cast. Or I guess he could have cast it if he had mana floating, but now he can't.
Rhinos are good.
So he should have a white floating for the rest of this turn. I assume he would have left a white floating. I don't know. Maybe he didn't give a shit. Rhinoceros, this is... Yeah, Carmel's going to be able to draw us quite a few cards on his next turn.
At least 19. Oh, 18.
And there's the Fire Ice.
Well, the wild thing is, if he would have hit the Undying things, it actually would have fucked over Carmel on his little combo there next turn.
Well, does Carmel have a land in hand? Because now he is a land short.
Yeah. He doesn't, because he's been missing them.
Yeah, no, he's just got the Magus and Yawgmoth. He's got some
Magus is looking really bad now.
Yeah, now it's just super awkward. Oh, fuck you, camera.
Not that it ever looked good, but...
Whoop. Another ignoble.
Oh, man, that's
So
just
is it
taunting
two
him. That's
Yogs?
just... Your deck at this point is just mocking you.
No, it's a Besage. So he's not... He has the mana, but he has to not hold on to it.
No, that's a noble.
No, he has Besage tucked back there. He
Yes,
held
he
off
does.
on playing it to keep it up for Leyline, and probably should have just played it.
Isaiah just next level boarded out all of his ley lines, it looks like. It's not what happened, but it looks like it.
Alright, so I feel like he's got to just go for it. I mean,
He just...
there's nothing else to do. You're going to just die if you don't. So there's Besage.
I just don't think there's any way he can do it.
Well, he can get it down and draw some cards, is all he can do.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, he needs to do something. Like, don't necessarily draw all the cards, but, I mean, if you just don't do anything, then you're just getting completely fucking ran over. Okay, and he's just gonna play this guy. And going to Isaiah's, take a peek at his hand. And there's a second binding, so he's got two bindings ready to go. Land, forest, binding.
I just don't think there's any, I just don't think there's any much hope here.
No, there's not. Doesn't seem to be. I probably would have just tried to... I would have tried to get some cards out of it. You know? With as much interaction as that Isaiah's deck has.
Yeah, but I mean, he's also just, I mean, he wouldn't have been able to play anything.
No.
And so he's also just kind of dead to this attack if he just starts sacking his board. Because it does cost, he does have to spend life to do that.
No, yeah, I know, and that's what I'm saying. I wouldn't have just, like, gone ham and paid 10 life to draw 10 cards. I would have maybe gotten a couple of cards out of it.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
he can also
I'm saying.
he can also do it at instant speed, and it's going to be, you know, just as fruitful.
I mean, once it's down, but he favored playing the Noble for the sake of the Magus. I would assume for the sake of playing the Magus. Yeah, the Magus definitely looked pretty awkward here. Yeah, that's it.
All right.
Round 1 goes to Omnath Rhinos.
GG.
All right. Well, stay tuned. We'll be back with round 2 in just a moment.